Hey guys, so today is the big day. Today is the day that I finally go to the nutritionist. So I don't really know what they're going to tell me. I don't know if they're going to be able to help me. I'm pretty sure they're going to be able to help me somehow. So I'm taking you guys with me. So let's see what the nutritionist has to say.
At all.
Right,
Like,
nothing.
I can't eat ham, I can't eat turkey.
Okay.
If it's like baked, then I can do that.
Okay. So it seems like something with the baking process, which it breaks food down, is good for your system. So I'm glad that you've discovered that. So yeah, we'll get you some options before you go today.
Okay.
Just a few more questions before we dive into it. Any vitamins or supplements or anything like that you're taking?
No.
Okay.
Sometimes I get mad at her because she'd be like, "Oh, I ate a yogurt today and a bagel or something." I'm like, "That's for lunch.
Carbs,
That's
I can
that's
eat
not
any
lunch."
carbs.
So carbs you're fine
Bread,
tolerating.
I'm fine. I can eat pasta. I can't have the sauce.
Okay.
That'll make me sick. Okay, so now for dinner.
Mhm.
I go for dinner. I'll usually have a salad and like a little bit of meat. If there's noodles, I'll have the noodles. I have high blood pressure, so I have to watch my salt intake.
Yep.
So a lot of the time, I'll eat like a tiny portion of what they're eating
Okay.
because if I have too much salt, I'll feel terrible too. So
From that.
it's like
Mhm.
I just can't.
You're
it's like I can't
balancing
win.
a lot of things.
Yes, and I'm
Mhm.
constantly eating like the same thing, and I know that it can't be good for my body.
Right, and that's the problem. That's why we're here.
Right. Yeah.
How would you feel about doing like a milk or dairy based smoothie?
Oh, I could do that. I just
Okay.
wasn't sure if that was good to
Yeah.
mix all that stuff, like this acid with the milk.
So surprisingly, like with bananas, I love to freeze them, and then it kind of when you blend it up, it's almost like a soft serve ice cream kind of
Okay.
texture, and that works because it's creamy in a way that actually works really well with something like milk or yogurt.
Okay.
I always add spinach, kale, any of the greens mix really easily, and as you probably know, it doesn't really taste like very much. So
Yeah.
with the dairy, it's very like smooth and good.
Okay.
Pineapple, I actually think would be fine.
I usually put like a half a cup, but when I make it, I make the whole thing. So, it actually feeds me breakfast like for 3 days.
Okay, so you make it one day and then you have it
Yeah.
for 3 days.
And I put it in the fridge and.
That's fine. The only thing I worry about a little bit, does it like turn a funny color on the
It's
third day?
green,
It seems
so
okay.
it does kind of look a little bit weird on the third day.
I might only do it for 2 days just because it already starts to break down in
It
the blender.
does, yeah.
Um,
The stuff ends up being like on the top and then it's all watery at the bottom.
yeah,
And
and
I
just
was-
because your digestive system is
Yeah.
so delicate,
Yeah.
I almost think that you'd have an easier time digesting it like day 1 and day 2.
Okay.
More
Certainly
kind of
do
like a
too.
food safety thing too.
Like
with
bacteria might be growing in it? Okay.
That. Yeah. If you like the way peanut butter tastes in it, which I have a couple ideas for you, then peanut butter would be a great option. For
Yeah,
a
maybe if
smoothie.
I put the peanut butter in a different kind of smoothie. I
Or
would be
just not
okay
so
with it.
much of it. Or maybe you just put too much because it just tastes
No,
like peanut
it
butter.
had, I think the pineapple and the peanut butter kind of didn't go.
So one peanut butter, frozen banana. I actually,
Oh, I could do that.
that's a good combo. Are you strawberries?
No strawberries.
Okay.
Because of the seeds.
Because
Yeah.
okay, and the skin. Or
No, the skin. I'm
seeds.
not
I know, right?
allergic to the strawberries.
It's the little tiny
Yup.
seeds in there. Okay.
I tried to have a smoothie with the frozen strawberries and raspberries, and I did good the first day. I was sick. I was so
Okay.
sick.
Yeah, so definitely not that.
Yep.
Again, it's weird. There's like no rhyme or reason, and
Yeah.
unfortunately, you probably had to like trial and error a lot of this.
I did.
And then you got your list, and
Yes.
I'm sure you follow
Since
that
she was
closely.
born, yeah.
Okay, so you can try peanut butter and banana for
Okay.
the smoothie idea.
Yeah. And yogurt or with that or no? No, because the peanut butter is the protein.
Yeah, so
Okay.
because I want you to have some like different options. So I
Yeah.
feel like if you do peanut butter and banana one day and then say, I agree you should have protein in all of them. So we'll try yogurt and another one with
What kind of
The-
yogurt? Anything?
Yeah, so what do you eat now? I know you said occasionally you'll have one that
Um,
works for
I'll
you.
eat the Greek yogurt.
Okay.
Vanilla usually because it has that. I don't like the regular taste.
Okay. So Greek has more protein, which I think is a good
That's
idea.
good.
So I'm glad
Okay.
that you like that one. And vanilla, totally fine. I think for the smoothie's sake too, that'll
I can
kind
also
of that'll
eat
work well.
sour cream. I don't know if that's anything.
What?
It has
Right.
a lot of fat in it, but
Okay.
honestly, you're not eating a lot of fat based on what you said. So
Yeah, no.
if you want to add a spoonful of sour cream to a baked potato, then
Okay.
that would be totally fine with me.
Okay.
Don't go hog wild on it, but
Yeah.
like a spoonful just to make it taste a little bit different, or that's fine.
Okay.
Would protein powders be good? Because you know how sometimes you can get you
Yeah.
can just make your own
shake.
protein shake. So maybe you can add like a little. You said you add water into the smoothie, right?
Mhm.
So could you add maybe a little bit of protein powder?
So one
I
thing
don't
with the protein powder, the ingredient lists are usually like pretty big,
Mhm.
and so I'm worried that there might be something in there that'll
Yeah.
bother you.
Okay.
Nutritionally, it's a great idea.
That's why I haven't tried it.
Okay.
I'm trying to think.
It's fine. It's
That
like
would-
the seeds
it's
that
just the
it
seeds that
bothers
get
me,
you.
yeah.
I mean, you can check this list and see what you think of it. There's also sunflower in there. I know you said no seeds, but I'm wondering if
Mhm.
it's the like the actual digesting of the whole seeds as opposed to this is already broken down and then you're
I
blending
think
it
so.
again.
Well, the only thing I could think of is to try
Exactly.
it.
And see something like that.
It's going to be a little bit of trial and error, I'm sorry to say, just because,
Yeah, I know.
We
What do you
don't-
think about soy?
Right, the level of
Because
sensitivity.
I don't think I'm allergic to soy.
yeah, so soy is a good source of protein.
Is it? Okay.
Have you ever had tofu?
I think I did.
It's funny because we keep talking about tofu.
So
Yeah.
tofu is actually a good source of plant-based protein.
Okay.
But okay, so hang on,
Okay.
one
so-
thing at a time.
Yep.
I can write this one down for you. But I'm not like brand particular to this. We just happen to have
Yeah.
it in the office.
Claudia's been doing a protein thing. I can ask her.
Yeah, because it's good for energy when she's working out, and that
Yeah.
gives you when you're working out. That's what you need. You need the protein. The protein's giving you the energy.
Yeah.
Definitely. It also helps with weight loss. It helps with muscle building up. So it's got
Yeah.
a lot of benefits to it. The other thing with this too is it has a lot of things that are in a multivitamin, but
Okay.
already broken down. And like I was saying, a lot of people have a hard time when they have a multivitamin. It
Yeah. it
bothers their
does.
stomach. On an empty stomach, like even with myself, cannot do it. I feel immediately sick.
Mhm.
So it is whatever fruit you feel you can
Oh, it'd
tolerate.
be from a can though.
That's fine.
Okay.
So with the canned fruits, make sure you're getting them in their own juice and
Yeah.
not in light syrup. If you're
Right.
doing that, you're totally fine. That's a healthy way to have
Yeah.
fruit.
Okay.
You want to try to get to
Around
30.
Okay.
Yeah. If
Right now
it's-
you're under 30.
Right, but not over. Y'all don't want to like overdo it with the protein, right? That's what
Yeah, like 25 to 35 grams would be a range. But basically, our bodies can't really utilize more than 30 at a meal. So if you're having more, you're not really putting it to use.
Oh, okay.
So
Kind of just doesn't
that's
do
why we
anything.
say, yeah.
Okay.
So you're aiming for that, and then that's what your body's gonna put to use.
Okay.
So if you did say add milk with this one, a cup of milk, just for like as far as the portion goes, that's gonna be another 7 grams. So if you put the milk, the 2 tablespoons of peanut butter, a banana, and like a handful of greens, is that what you usually do?
Sometimes I do like, because I'm making a big thing, I'll do
Oh,
like
'cause you
2
make two.
handfuls, yeah.
Yeah. So
So there's a lot of greens in it.
I'd say at least if you're gonna make 2, put 2 handfuls in. So
Okay.
for one, you wanna imagine like 1 handful.
Okay.
So as far as portion goes, that's kind of like the recipe for smoothies.
Okay.
And then I just put down here the yogurt to try that for protein because you want to stick to that protein, fruit, vegetable.
Yep.
And the great thing about that is so for breakfast, you're already 1 fruit down for the day and 1
Yeah.
vegetable down for the day.
Okay.
So that's a good thing. The coffee and cream, that's fine. Actually, oatmeal's fine too if you want to switch it up and have oatmeal for breakfast. That's fine
Wow,
with.
I was really not eating enough protein at all.
And
The only protein I had was meat, if I had it, and
at dinner.
Yep, and the oatmeal.
and a little. There's some in milk with your cereal. So
Yeah.
trust me, you'll feel much better once you start adding more in. You're gonna have a lot more energy. Your workouts are gonna be better. You're just gonna feel better. So on for lunch ideas. Bear with me, kiddo. You're being a good kid though.
You are. It's gonna be hard for me to eat lunch.
Time wise or hungry wise or what?
Hungry wise.
Okay,
'cause-
because you're not usually.
Usually I just eat the oatmeal, eat the oatmeal when I start getting hungry again, and then wait for dinner.
Okay, so one thing, people sometimes get mad at me about this, but as you start eating more, you might find you're hungrier.
Yeah.
So,
All right, guys. So I don't know how much of the whole conversation you guys caught, but I definitely need to be eating more. She's like not even concerned about how much I eat. She just wants me to eat more, of course, of like fruits and carbs. She wants me to eat more carbs. She just wants me to eat more in general. So, and she helped me like come up with different things to eat so it's not so boring for me. And eating the same thing every day. I'm gonna try it out and we'll see what happens. And hopefully I start feeling better and looking better, and hopefully my face starts clearing up more, because something has got to give, and I know it starts with what you put in your body. So I hope somebody benefited off of the stuff that I learned today and the stuff that she showed me and talked to me about. So with that being said, I will catch you on the flip side.